Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I'm Monica, the Kismet Chemist, and today we are going to be diving down into the 2/22/2022 portal. And this is a continuance energy from the 2/2/2022 portal. And in that reading, which I will link down in the description box, we had messages from the Nifflers. And we do have the Nifflers here with us, if you can see them hiding just in their little locations. But today we have messages from Ginny Weasley and Bonnie Wright. So the actress who played Ginny Weasley, her name is Bonnie Wright. And so underneath each of the pop figures, I do have quotes from each one that are going to set the tone for the pile. And the 2/2/22 portal, the messages that came through were really about self-empowerment, about that inner journey and discovering all the different facets of who you are and your inner light, and discovering how to bring that into the world. You know, the energy of 2/22/2022, it is 6 2s, so we have 12 energy, and 12 reduces down to a 3. So we're going to be looking at the 3 energy, because that was when I asked Spirit what focus there needs to be. That was what came through. And 3 energy, the 3 of Cups, is really what the overwhelming energy was. And then, of course, Hera popped out on her own as I was shuffling. And she is the card 21, which reduces to a 3. So we do have 3/3/3 energy here. And Hera is all about alliance. She is also known as Juno. It's Zeus's wife in mythology. But what she is about is forming alliances, forming mentorships, forming partnerships, forming collaborations. It's about bringing forth your unique qualities and perspectives into a union with others. And that is what the 3 of Cups is all about. And I have the Book of Shadows Tarot here, and it is as above, so below. And that is the energy of both of these cards. So what this is really saying is, as above, this first 3 energy is really about what we learned from the 2/2/2022 portal, which is bringing all the pieces of yourself into balance and harmony, bringing all the pieces of nature into balance and harmony. And in doing so, you open yourself up to earthly collaborations and working with people who are of a like mind, who believe in the same things, but also who have their own unique traits and qualities. And their unique traits and qualities actually add to yours. And these alliances now are very important, energetically speaking, but also in the world, because there's so much division and dissonance and discord in the world. There are so many of these issues in the world where we fight with each other and we fight with ourselves. And it is really hard to find our place. And Spirit is coming through hot and fast on this 2/22/2022 portal and saying, you know what? Now is the time. Call in your soul family. Call in your soul tribe. Stand in your power. Know your worth. And know that you are building the community that you belong to, because it is a community that you are building. And that is what this energy of this second 2 portal is all about. It's not just about divine union. It's not just about union within yourself. It's not just about relationships and harmony and union there, because that's what we've been working on since the 2/2 portal. Now it's about bringing that energy back out into the world. It's about forming alliances with other people, forming collaborations and partnerships, and seeing the equality in these partnerships with each other. It's about making our dreams a reality by working together to build the dream world and life that we wish to live in. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time, and we'll get some background music going for you. And I'll let you pick one of the 3 pop figures, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile ones. If you chose the Quidditch Ginny, I had to think for a second about which Ginny she was. The Quidditch Ginny. This is your pile. And first of all, Quidditch Ginny, the thing about Ginny playing Quidditch is she was a phenomenal player. She really was. But she surprised everyone in even being able to ride a broomstick. Because growing up as the only girl in a house full of boys, they never really saw her as herself. And what this is really about is about you stepping out into who you truly are and owning all of the daring and bravery that it takes to say, you know what, when you weren't looking, this is what I was doing. And then allowing yourself to excel, to shine, to soar. Because that's what she did. So I'm going to set her over here as she falls over. There we go. And the two quotes that you have, first we're going to start with Bonnie Wright. Actually, we're going to start with Ginny Weasley's quote because this is about the mask that we wear out in the world and then what is going on underneath it that helps either support or that hinders it. So it says, Ginny Weasley says, anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. And she talks about that in reference to being the sister of her twin brothers and the lessons that she learns from them because they are very daring. And then we have, I really respond to putting myself out of my own depth and finding my feet. So what this is saying is out in the world, it's asking you to really be as brave and as bold and as adventurous as you truly are. Show the nerve that you genuinely have. Sorry about the camera. It's kind of freaking out. But put yourself out of your own depth. Like, be very bold, be very brave. Show just how much courage you have in being who you truly are. And find your feet. Because you truly do have the nerve and you have the courage. So we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. And I'm just going to shift these down a little bit. I think that's why the camera is struggling with them. Okay. There. Hey, look at that. So spirit and spirit guides for pile 1. Can we get some tarot messages about just what it is that they are looking for? The first one we had is the Queen of Wands, and she is all about owning her power and sitting in her power. Sunflowers. You know the thing about sunflowers is when they blossom, they actually follow the sun. And that's what it's asking you to do. Follow where you shine your light the brightest. And then, oh my gosh, we have the Star card. And the Star card is a lot about hope and inspiration, but it is also all about enlightenment and bringing that enlightenment forth. And this Star card is very reminiscent of, ironically, the Temperance card. So you have the Queen of Wands, the Star, and the Temperance card. This is what you're bringing to the table. This is what you're bringing into your collaborations, into your community. And what you don't see is this is the truth of who you are. And you have the ability to help break people out of this mindset that they are stuck. That they are stuck by their own minds. You are here to help people break out of this. This to me does not feel like your energy. This to me feels like this is what you are here to help people with. And when you come into the right collaborations, this is the energy that you're bringing forth into your collaborations, into your partnerships and your alliances. And what this does is it really does, it's you owning your power, owning your truth, and knowing that there is a give and take to everything, but everything in balance. And you have everything that you need within both your hands. You have what you need. You are the harbinger of hope. And that is what you do. And you're here to show people that when you jump out of your comfort zone, when you jump out of this space of I'm stuck, I can't do this, and really just embrace who you are, all of your life changes because you're sitting in your power and you're teaching other people to also sit in their power. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Starseed Oracle. That's too many. Okay. That was a pile of 6 or 7. And my cards are a little bit sticky, so I apologize for that. What I see here more than anything is this progression of learning lessons. I'm going to put this over here with the Temperance and the Star, but we have messengers, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. And Sirius sits in the sign of Cancer. Let me think. Yeah, it sits in the sign of Cancer, which is the ruler of the 4th house, but wherever Cancer sits in your chart. But Sirius energy is about bringing harmony and balance into how you communicate in the world. And as you do this as a messenger, you are likely my channelers, my psychics, my visionaries. Visionary is what I'm hearing. And the best part about what I'm seeing here is with this 8 of Swords, you have learned how to bring forth visions into truth, into your world, while being stuck in this 8 of Swords energy, this energy that you can't get out of. And it says, called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yes, see, like I said, you're my visionaries. You're my gifted, my psychic kids. And it says, baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So who have you been thinking about contacting, or what collaborations have you been thinking of getting into? And do you realize that some collaborations are quite literally just us working with spirit, working with our guides? We form that kind of collaboration, and from there, they lead us on to our path with others. And you have learned how to break yourself out of this energy, this stuckness. And we have Yuhi, or Yihi. I butcher it every time. Number 51, the Sun, which is all about bringing the truth of who you are out into the world. Spirit, what else do we have here? Ooh, that just flew. Oh, we've got 31, Ma'at, with truth. Oh, my pile ones. You guys are the pile that has definitely weathered some horrendous storms, some incredibly terrifying storms. And then we have 24, Ishtar and communion. And this communion card, and on the back of the deck we have 34 with miracles and Mary. This communion card to me is the same as coming into partnerships and collaborations. This is that communion energy, that bringing together these forces. And what I'm seeing here with these two is when you shine your light out into the world, the truth of who you are and what you're here for, the truth of your creative spark and your personal power will come forth in everything that you do and bring in those partnerships that you are desiring, and it will bring forth all the miracles. Like, there are miracles just waiting for you. So can we get just a couple messages from the fairies? You know what? I gotta tell you guys, I almost pulled your fairy oracle cards prior to starting recording. And then I said, my technique is to shuffle on screen as often as I can. And the card that popped out was Magical Blessings for your pile immediately, repeatedly. Look what just popped out. Magical Blessings. This is why we as readers say, if it's meant to come out, it will come out. And as you can see in this Magical Blessings, it literally is reminiscent of that 3 of Cups from the intro. If you didn't watch the intro, I suggest you go back and check it out. But it says, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. And the fairies say you can bless others too. And then we have moon energy. It says, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And then on the back of the deck, we have shine from within. That's that sun, just like I've been saying. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. I love that. I'm going to put that right in the middle because this is truly what this whole message is for you guys. This is about really taking yourself out of what is your comfort zone and realizing that when you shine your truest light out into the world, everything changes. You usher in miracles and magical blessings and miracles right here. And this moon energy is learning how to flow with the natural phases of the moon, from the new moon to the full moon and back again. It's about learning what the meanings are, learning what the messages are, and then following through with what the lessons are and really living more naturally in the ebb and flow of life. But it's not just the moon. We can do that in every aspect of our life. We are here to learn how to become more natural in the world, how to shine our natural, truest, most genuine, heart-centered selves and share our gifts with the world. Take that first leap, take that first initiative, take that first step. Because when you take that first step in that action, following your intuition without trying to logic your way through it, you're going based off a pure nerve. You're taking yourself out of your depth and you're flying high, and then you find your feet. And it's just like Ginny soaring up on a broomstick. You have to go up in the air before you can learn to walk again, or before you can come back down. You have to catch that ball and win the game and then go forward. And Ginny really had to show by getting on that broomstick and saying, hey, here I am. This is what I do. This is my gifts. These are my skills. And go for it. And she did. And she soared. And you will too. This portal is so powerful for you. If any of you, there are a very few of you that I can feel that feel as though you're in this Eight of Swords energy. The thing is that you're learning how to get yourself out by simply taking action, by believing in yourself and taking action. And as soon as you do that, everything is going to change. Everything will change in your life. And that's just waiting to come in for you right here, right now. All right, my loves. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Spirit, to your spirit guides, to your higher self, to my higher self. And thank you so much once more for letting me read your energy and bring you these amazing messages. And if this reading resonated, please hit that like button, share it with a friend or with your family, and help spread this love and positivity out into the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming readings. I hope that this energy and portal for you brings you everything that you hope for. And as I can see here, there are miracles and magical blessings just flying in for you guys. So I love you all. And let me know in the comments, what is it that this portal has brought to you? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose the second pop figure, the second Ginny Weasley, this is your message. So first I want to talk about this pop figure in particular. So as you can see, her hair color is different than the other ones. And if you look really closely, you can almost see how it has been painted on. So the way that this pop figure came into my life is Ginny Weasley is my favorite Harry Potter character. She's so inspiring to me. And I really genuinely desperately wanted a pop figure. Can't explain why. But they didn't have any Ginny Weasley pop figures at the time. And so my husband went onto eBay and found somebody who designs them and creates them and made one and purchased it for me. So this is a hand-painted, very unique, very original, and it is one in which the character is made based off of the impression of the person who made it. And I'm going to put her up here. And this is very similar to the As Above and So Below. So As Above is the actress. So it's what is the message from your inner self, and what is the message that, or what is it that you shine forth of this message into the outer self? Do they match, or is there some dissonance? So the message from Bonnie Wright says, sometimes you need to put your own characteristics into the actor, and you take different things from the character that you admire. Sometimes you can't see the boundaries anymore. And then Ginny Weasley says, there's the silver lining I've been looking for. This is all about knowing the role that you play in your life. Knowing that as a divine being, you do play a role of who you are. Your soul is playing the role of your ego. And there's a silver lining in that, because sometimes we can blur the line between our soul and our ego. And that's a beautiful thing, because it means that we're being as genuine as we can be to ourselves in who we are. And if you find the silver lining in any and every situation, then you're able to find what the proper boundaries are, but you're also able to see where your soul shines out into the world, and that place is where your truest strength lies, and where the silver lining of all things exist, because usually that is about the lessons that we learn in this life. And this is, I didn't even think about it. You know, I created these cards, but the clouds flowing into the vines for me is speaking about how we get messages in this pile. You get messages that come in through your mind, and you don't realize that those messages are the truest nature of who you are. And they're messages that you're meant to bring into the world in whatever way is genuine to you. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you guys. Can we get messages for pile 2? Can I get messages for pile 2 for this 2/22/2022 portal? What is it that they are finding the silver lining on in their life? Oh, okay. We've got the 5 of Swords. That's too many. Let's try pile 2. Okay, apparently you guys are going to get 4. The 5 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, 5. The Knight of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. And again, if you notice here, the swords are all mindset energy, and the pentacles are earth energy. So this is about balancing the mind with what you have here in the world. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then you've got the World on the back. I promise you, I didn't even look. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. This is about taking your experience and your wisdom and really using that to your benefit. So the 5 of Swords, I was actually just talking about this card today. the 5 and the 7 of Swords to me both kind of say the same thing. And as you can see here, you've got Chandler up in front, and he's holding 3 swords, and he's got 2 by his feet, and Phoebe is walking away crying. And sometimes we can realize something that we know is going to hurt another person, but we have to realize what it is that's the truest to us. And in this case, it's like you have realized the mindsets that no longer suit you, that no longer fit in your world, in your life, in who you are, and what you're here to bring forth into the world. And you've also realized that there are just some people that aren't meant to be that for you either. And the 3 of Pentacles is that same collaboration energy. It's another level of collaboration. And as you can see, it's Joey working in a play, and it's about learning that role and staying separate from the role, knowing where you begin and someone else begins, knowing that division, but understanding that without the 2 of you, this play, this collaboration, this partnership would not be able to occur. There's a director, there are 2 actors, there's somebody who is giving this direction, and to me that feels like spirit giving direction. And you, or it could be you. For some of you, it's you giving direction to other people in like a mentorship position. But this is, to me, all about working and flowing together harmoniously to make this presentation to the world occur. And the Knight of Swords is about that quick, rapid messages, movement forward. And as you really see the truth of who you are and what you believe in the world, who is and is not right for you, and you start working together with the people that are right for you, and working with your guides and working with spirit and bringing forth the messages and gaining that momentum, you shift into this 10 of Pentacles energy. And I love that it's followed up by the 4 of Swords, because you start with the 5 of Swords and you end with the 4 of Swords, but it's about building something that will bring this rapid increase of safety and security and happiness and harmony, friendship and community. And when that comes in, it allows you this chance to rest and reflect and really regain your balance internally from the hardships of the losses that started this off. So from the 2-2 portal to the 2-22 portal, you likely have had to face some very real conversations with yourself and with others, and you have had to really define you and your place and your role in this world. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards. This is the Starseed Oracle. So let's see what your Starseed ancestors and guides have to share with you. And we have called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. This is a collective themed energy that has been coming forth. It's about melding your gifts and all the time that you've spent. And then we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So you, like I said, you may have been facing some friendships that have been really challenging for you, or connections that have been challenging for you. And the third one we have is you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Oh, honey, I love this. And then in New Earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. And look at that. She's literally holding the world, and it says, keep holding the vision, and you can see the world here. You can literally see the way that your life and your world is meant to change. And this is telling you that don't worry about the people that you have lost, because you have loyalty coming in. You are safe. You know and have the trust of your spirit guides, of spirit, of your star seed ancestors, of your earthly ancestors, but also of new connections coming in. The more that you step up and embrace your gifts and follow what you're being called to do and move towards your true north, because both of these, it's stepping up and moving towards your true north, embracing who you are, you have all of that protection and you have that wider and greater insight, and you have this brethren of people coming in. And it's because you are embracing your weirdness. I love that this "you're not for everyone," because that's so true. That's why connections fall apart, because you are a genuine person, and that is not meant for everyone in the world. And it really matches with this Ginny Weasley pop figure because it is so unique. It is its very own. It is that personal weirdness. So we're going to keep shuffling here and we'll see if those pop back out. All right. Let's clear the deck. Okay. Spirit and spirit guides for pile 2. Can we get messages for pile 2 on the 2022 portal? I love that you guys are pile 2. It's so beautiful. Okay. So we have card 10 and Danu with assurance, and that is the Queen of the Fae. Very earthy energy. And then we have card 19 with Gullah and healing, and both of those are ones. And then we have 26 Kali with liberation. So this is all about this assurance that you have, but that is also coming in that through your healing, the things that you have been through and the uniqueness that you have chosen to embrace in yourself is truly liberating you. I apologize for the bumping. You are truly being liberated from anything and everything that just wasn't right for you. And Kali is all about cutting away what is no longer suitable. And she takes no prisoners. She doesn't hold back. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. She doesn't hold back and she takes no prisoners. And she will literally, she's known to cut off the heads of those who are her enemies. Now, I don't suggest you actually literally do this, of course. But this is the assurance that your healing is truly liberating you from all of those connections. So these connections aren't falling apart because you're not worthy. They're falling apart because you're not for everyone. And there are some very, very special people that are meant to come in for you. But first you have to follow the calling of your true north and be your unique, genuine self. And in order to do that, you have to have that assurance that it's okay to go and heal and be who you're meant to be. Because you hold the world in your hands and the world is waiting for you to come to it. Because you have a vision of a world, a life, a place, a heaven on earth that is genuine, and it is going to happen. You are creating that, and that vision is so important, not just to you but to the collective. So we have the card go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. So we're still in winter in the northern hemisphere. And so it can be hard to go outside. And that's 100% understandable. So you can always bring the outside to you. You can watch nature videos on YouTube. I know they have a plethora of them. I watch them all the time. You can listen to nature sounds. Anything and everything that just gets you out of the energy that you've been in and infusing new energy. And then we have the card Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. Now, this is something that I got on another reading as well. And something about this journey card, it's more so about the journey that you're undertaking in your connections. Some of you may be going overseas. Some of you may win, like, I don't know why this came in, but some of you may actually win like a vacation, like an all expenses paid vacation. If that's the case, please let me know in the comments. That would be really cool. But this journey, it feels like it's asking you to journey outside of your comfort zone, to journey forward in your truest destined path. Journey towards your North Node. All right. And then we have solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So when you go outside, when you journey outside and really let yourself have some alone time, there will be a lot of understanding and realizations that come in. And then we have on the back of the deck, protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. You guys have such beautiful dreams and visions, and you know what this world is meant to be, and you know what your world is meant to be. Let yourself get more in touch with nature, get more in touch with Mother Earth, because she is going to give you the assurance and the healing that you need. And when you do that, you will find this inner liberation to just be you. So I want to say thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you to your guides, to my guides, to Spirit, to our higher selves, to the star ancestors, to your ancestors. Thank you so much to everyone who has collaborated and helped out with this journey. And if this video resonated, please hit that like button. Share it out with your friends, with your family, with anybody who might be helped by any of these messages. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified when a new one comes out. I want to say thank you one more time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I love you all. Bye! Hello, Pile 3. If you chose the third Ginny, this is Ginny Weasley from the Yule Ball, and she is all dressed up. And the thing about Ginny during the Yule Ball is that was when she kind of first started being seen, not so much as the brothers or the Weasley brothers' little sister, but as her own person in her own right. And she stayed very true to going with Neville to the Yule Ball and just really being herself. And this is it. It was kind of when she started coming into her own. So I'm going to set this off to the side here for you guys. And then this is in the same format as above, so below. And it's about your inner self and your outer self, and whether they align or how to get them more aligned. And so Bonnie Wright, the actress, said, I think sometimes when you begin to examine things like yourself, suddenly you can just freak out and not want to go any further. And if any of you are on that inner journey, which, you know, I imagine we all are, because we all are on an inner journey all the time, we understand that. And then Ginny Weasley said, I never gave up on you. Not really. I always hoped. And so this is really about not giving up on yourself. It's about holding on to the truest nature of hope within you and really letting yourself feel that hope of being your truest self out in the world, being genuine out in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and move these up here. And I apologize if my camera goes a little haywire. It has not been very kind today. And we're going to go ahead and pull some cards. So guides and ancestors of pile 3. Spirit, can we get some messages for pile 3? All right. We have the Empress. That is card number 3. Ooh. Okay. I'm just going to adjust those. And then we have the Tower and Temperance. And on the back of the deck, we have the King of Cups. And I'm going to set him right over here. So the King of Cups is about what you don't see that you're learning right now, because it can get heavy and hard to handle. What you don't see is that you're learning to be true to your emotions. You're learning to be 100% aligned to your emotions and to have that control over them so they no longer control you. And as you do that, you are going to be shifting through this portal into this Empress energy. And I know it can seem kind of frightening to see the Tower in the middle, but what I'm seeing here is, and a lesson that even I recently learned, is a Tower moment is just a surprise. It's a surprise. And so when you stay balanced, these surprises genuinely can tend to be things that you've held out hope for in the physical world. These creations or creative endeavors that you have done and worked on, and I just saw 4:44 on my clock, that you have worked on for so long and you never gave up on them, but at the same time you moved on into new endeavors and new healing, and you learned how to not emotionally attach yourself to the things that you're creating in order to realize that you are the alchemist of all things in your life. And so these Tower moments, a lot of the times we create ourselves. On a soul level, we always create our Tower moments, but it can feel as though the universe is creating them. In reality, we create the moments that are our quote-unquote Tower moments because we know it's time for change. And it can be scary. It can freak you out. And you can say, well, I don't want to keep going. But it's time for you to realize that it's okay to keep going, because you should know yourself completely. Do not ever give up on yourself. And then we have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. And that, again, is you're standing or sitting in your Empress energy. You are the creator of your world and of all the fertility and creative spark that you have, because you have learned how to control your emotions. And so it's time to take inventory and take stock and throw out whatever doesn't suit, whatever doesn't fit, whatever is not in alignment with the truth of who you are. And in doing so, when you realize what isn't aligned, what isn't right for you, you create the Tower moment. You get it gone, because then what you didn't give up on, those things that you know were right for you and are right for you and you did not ever give up on, those come in for you in a completely new way, in a very surprising way, but it's all based on your hope. And then you have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. This to me says that in order to lift this veil and really question everything, it's asking you to dig deeper. What is it that you're hiding within yourself? The wisdom that you have defined can be found, I'm hearing, in past lives, in meditation, in your gifts, in the stars, in your natal chart. There are so many places to find these insights, these wisdom insights. And then it says, jump in. Andromedan energy adventures, say yes to change. And that's that Tower card. Say yes to the change. Because change brings with it all these new surprises. Don't give up. The journey inward, the journey to learn yourself, the journey to become your truest self can be a very scary journey. But it's not meant to be scary. It's meant to keep you where you're meant to be, to help you see that you are the alchemist of your life. You create magic. You create things from nothing. It's like a rags to riches kind of energy here. You are creating something from what seems to be nothing, and nobody understands, and not even you understand. And you're not always going to understand. Okay. Got quite a few goddesses that wanted to come out. So we have number 44, and remember I saw 444. We have Rhea and Flo. We have the card number 9, and I think it's Carriedwin with potential. And then we have card 12, Ellen of the Ways and Patterns. Okay, and on the back of the deck, we have the card 21, Isis and Rebirth. And Isis is an Egyptian goddess, and the Star Ancestors has a very Egyptian vibe. Plus, it's got the pyramids on it. So perhaps look into Egyptian astrology. That's what I'm hearing, Egyptian astrology. If that resonates with you, go check it out. So what this is saying is that when you get into the flow state, into the flow creativity state, you're going to see your own personal potential in the world, but you're going to see the potential of the connections that are trying to come in. And you're also going to see the patterns of when connections have tried to come in and they haven't been right. It's time to really allow yourself to change your connections, change how you bring yourself into the world. Let yourself go through a rebirth, and let your connections go through a rebirth. Even just your connections to your spirit guides is what I'm hearing. Like, get reconnected to us. Let us help you change. Do not give up. All right, we have nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So I actually have a friend who she's got this uncanny way of communicating with the outside world. She'll go on a walk with her dog, and she'll come back with like a book worth of signs and synchronicities. And it's amazing because that level of awareness, you cannot teach a person that level of awareness of signs and synchronicities. You just have it naturally. And what this is saying is when you become more aware, when you start looking more into things, that's when you're going to really see the truest nature of everything that's trying to come in. You guys may have been drawn to another pile. If you were, please go and check it out. There may be messages for you in other piles. We also have healing. Now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And then we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. And on the back of the deck, we have protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you are ready to release them. And I'm hearing that they want me to cut the deck and read a second end card. Solitude. Yeah, you definitely have a pull to another deck. So under solitude, it says, think of being alone as meaning you are all one. Not alone, but all one. And in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during quiet times. So maybe that story of my friend who goes out on walks is something that would help you to go out on walks. But you are a healer, but you're a pattern healer. You are a lineage healer. You see the patterns of behavior and thoughts and ways of things that have been there forever but aren't meant to continue forward. And you have seen that by being on your own. And this solitude, it's really an inner journey, is one that nobody else can take. No one else can take the journey into you. No one else can reignite the hope within you. You have to do that. Even if you're here and you feel a sense of hope, it's not me giving it to you. That's you finding it inside yourself. And you heal yourself. And as you heal yourself and you bring forth the purity of your messages to the world, of your dreams to the world, of the things that you want to create, of the connections that you desire to have, when you do that, you naturally help others heal. We're all healers in our own way. And this is one major way that you are a healer. So I want you guys to take a deep breath with me. In. And out through the mouth. One more time. Okay. There. The energy that I had from you guys before was so too much. It was almost too much. It was too fast, too much, too fast, too excessive almost. And it doesn't mean that you guys are too much. It means that your brains are going too far, because this inner journey can make you spiral. Like, you can go down this mental spiral. Calm yourself down. Notice the patterns of thought processes that hold you back from your potential, hold you back from being in the flow, and then allow those patterns to be changed, to be healed. Allow the signs and synchronicities that tell you what you should be doing and where you should be. Let those signs and synchronicities really show you what is right for you in this present moment. I apologize for the pause. My phone buzzed. Know that as you step forward into your authentic nature, as you really dig deep and find those truths within you, and you let yourself get in touch with your ancestors and your guides, and you go on this adventure of learning who you are, and through this portal, developing those connections and those collaborations, you will truly initiate an alchemical tower moment, an alchemical surprise change in your life for the better. To get adventurous and say, yeah, I'm going to jump right into my healing. I'm going to jump right in, because I know at the end of it, I'm going to have this massive rebirth, and I am going to be the alchemist. I am going to be the pattern breaker. I am going to be the healer. I am going to be pure of heart. And when I am in solitude, I will feel whole, because I am whole. I am going to master my emotions, because my emotions do not control me. I do not control them, but I am aware of them, and we work together. That is a partnership as well. This is all I am seeing, but I want to say thank you so much to your guides, my guides, your ancestors, spirit, and your higher self and my higher self for being here, for helping bring these messages forth, and for bringing this purity and clarity and healing forth today. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Share it with your friends or family so that this message can get out there to anyone who needs that. And please make sure that you hit the subscription button and the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my future messages or readings. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take some deep breaths, because my brain is still going a million miles a minute. And I believe in you. Thank you again for being here. I love you.